So normally my conversation with patients goes like this. So the patient asks me, Dr. Saab, what is your specialty? So I tell them sports and exercise medicine. Okay. Next question, Dr. Saab, where do you operate? So I tell them I don't operate. So the third question comes, acha, you are a physiotherapist. So I'm not a physiotherapist. I'm a sports and exercise medicine physician. And yes, we do exist. So what do we do? So this is what we do as per the British Journal of Sports Medicine. We manage medical problems of exercising individuals of all ages and all levels of participation. We manage the pathophysiology, biomechanics, and optimization of human performance. We use exercise as a therapeutic modality in the treatment and prevention of disease. And we help to promote health and the prevention of disease or injury at a population level. As per the NMC, the qualifications are Diploma in Sports Medicine or MD in Sports Medicine to be called a sports and exercise medicine physician. It started very small. It started as the Harvard Fatigue Laboratory in 1927, and the team physician has now evolved and moved to become a comprehensive team of professionals. We have moved from diagnosis and treatment to prevention, management, and performance enhancement. Our clientele has moved from recreational to professional. What do? We start with sports injury management. As we know, a lot of sports injuries are managed conservatively. We do something called pre-participation physical evaluation. We provide field medical cover on field during sporting events. We do sports rehabilitation along with our team. We also indulge in a lot of imaging. And in fact, a lot of sports physicians are doing MSK ultrasound on field, except in India because of the PCPNDT regulations. We do a lot of certifications and we have a lot of cross referrals which we do. For athletes, we do performance evaluations, we do fitness evaluations, we do pre-training evaluations, we test endurance athletes, we test power athletes, different test batteries are there. We test whether you are recovered or not. We can tell you what is your strength and what is your weakness as an athlete, which will provide a lot of information to the athlete as well as the coach. And with our data, we can suggest training modifications for an athlete. Performance monitoring is done at the end of every training phase. We test it to evaluate the effectiveness of a training program. We do this to monitor overtraining for injury prevention, and our test battery consists of physical, physiological, biochemical tests and ECG. All this is done with a goal of performance enhancement, and we do it by better designing the training programs, diet and supplements, something called ergogenic aids which can improve performance. We advocate a lot of recovery aids. We also do something called hypoxic training if you want to improve the performance of endurance athletes. And if you want to improve injury prevention and improve the recovery, we do something called whole body cryo. We have a lot of say in training program design and monitoring, and we tell them to do that training program and design based on scientific principles. We try and ensure that the athlete peaks at the correct time, and we also monitor the training program for injury and for prevention of overtraining. Talent identification is a very important part of what we do. Basically, in a nutshell, we are trying to predict whether this young man or young girl will become a ghoda, a kachchar, or a gadha when he grows to full maturity, he or she. And we are trying to do this prediction at the age of 8 to 9 years of age. So this in a nutshell is what talent identification does. So we are trying to predict, we'll tell you as a parent what sports your child will be good at, and we can also tell you what level your child will reach. Performance nutrition, again an important part of what we do. We do body composition analysis. We do diet counseling based on this. We tell you when to do carbohydrate loading if you're an endurance athlete. We tell you when to do creatine loading if you're a strength athlete. We also tell you how, when, and what not to use as far as supplements are concerned, because more than 60% of supplements on the market are contaminated supplements. Okay? We tell you what to eat pre-competition, we tell you what to eat during competition, and we tell you how to recover post-competition. Sports biomechanics. Simply put, it is the study of sports motion. And why do we do it? We do it for technique correction. We do it for analysis of any anatomical defects which are causing repeat injuries. We look at your gait, we do a running analysis to predict how you're running and how we can correct it. We can look at your skill and we can also pick up if there are any defects in your skill. With biomechanics, we can give you an exercise prescription and we can also give you an orthotics prescription. The mental training is very important, and we do something called psychological evaluation and psychological monitoring. We can also do mental training to improve your performance. More importantly, during injury rehab support is given by our sports psychologist. The team physician. We have a very important role to play in team selections. We do the fitness evaluation. We ensure that when you're traveling, your vaccinations are current. We tell you how to travel, how to minimize the effects of jet lag, all right? So, and how to acclimatize to a competition. Very simply put, if a foreign team is traveling, they will reach the venue, international competition venue, at least 10 to 15 days in advance. They acclimatize there to the weather, to the time zone, and they compete. The Indian team will reach 1 day before the competition by the most convoluted flight possible, and they will reach fully jet lagged. So an Indian team physician has to be on his toes more than a Western team physician because of the peculiarity of our Indian sport. We also provide competition medical cover, and we tell you what to take, when to take as far as drugs and supplements are concerned. The medical management. We look after patients from all age groups, from pediatric to geriatric. We manage all the medical illnesses for patients because of the restrictions on which drugs can be given to athletes. So we help to prescribe safe drug prescriptions. We also do musculoskeletal ultrasound evaluations and interventions. These are some of the key research areas where we are interested in: performance enhancement, injury surveillance and prevention, orthobiologics, anti-doping, and newer therapeutic modalities. The future, it's among the it's among the top 5 future medical specialties. As far as modern sports are concerned, it is a prerequisite. All professional teams now require sports and exercise physicians. You can set up the labs incrementally, and there is an adequate population which needs your services. You have MD, PhD, and master's and bachelor's training programs, and most of the PG seats are well subscribed. We have 9 medical colleges now offering MD sports medicine, and more are in the pipeline. Cross referrals, where can you help us? You can send us all your sports persons. Any active person who needs accelerated rehab protocols, please send them to us. Athletes needing prehab or post-hab rehabilitation, please send them. Athletes or patients with repetitive stress injuries, please send them. Anybody requiring performance enhancement, we will take care. Pre-participation evaluation and certification. Somebody wants to climb Mount Everest, somebody wants to go mountaineering, somebody wants to go diving. So we can do all the tests and we can certify them. Anybody needing anti-doping consultations, we do it, and for talent identification and development. I'm the Vice President of IASM, and next year we are bringing IASMCon 2025 to New Bombay. So it will be on 1st and 2nd of March, and we request all and we invite all of you to be a part of IASMCon. These are my references. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.